of the Pyrenees National Park or the Mount Beaufort National Park. And I can tell you today that the Liberal Nationals stand with you. We do not support that either. And just to make that very clear, that is our election policy. That is what we will do in government. That is our response to the VAC report. That is a public statement that we will not implement those recommendations if they make it into the final report. But that's not a reason for you not to keep making your submissions, because it is really clear that this is a tightly fought election and your voices need to be heard by VAC. I also will be I put in a draft submission and I'll put in a final submission. And the one thing I'll be highlighting in my submission is that on their own criteria, it's clear that neither the Pyrenees nor the Mount Beaufort National Parks are necessary. Nowhere in their draft report, nowhere at all, do they make an argument that current bush users are hurting those, damaging those areas in any way that hurts their ecology. They do make a comment about the timber industry. The timber industry in those areas is vital, but it is very small. It is very small. And so they have relied on an approach which I think tells us pretty much what we need to know about this report. They've got this list of different kinds of bush, different kinds of ecology, different kinds of land. And they've said, well, back in pre-white settlement, there was this much of it, and now there's this much minus X. And so we want to get back to this much, and so that's why they want to make all of these areas national park. There's nothing in there that says that what you do as prospectors, what the Arthur people do as horse trail riders, what the people walking their dogs, what all of you bush users, how you use this area is doing any harm. Because they then go on to say, well, there are ecological values to this land. Well, clearly you haven't hurt it if the ecological values are still there. I think by their own logic, they have not made the case for these national parks. And we have listened to you, we have listened to the Pyrenees community, and that's why the Liberal Nationals in government will not support the creation of those two national parks here in Ripon. Thank you again for coming through.